Hello Internet, and welcome to a journey into nightmare. Today, we're not talking about the heroic Krypto you know, we're exploring his monstrous counterpart, Krypto.exe. This isn't just a scary story, it's a deep dive into the lore of a Kryptonian hellhound who devours souls and traps them in his own hellish dimension. We'll tour his personal Hellrealm, a multiverse of agony, each region more twisted than the last. From biomechanical wastelands to oceans of blood and deserts of fire, this is a travelogue of the damned. Steel your nerves. We're about to visit environments that would make even a Cenobite shudder. Are you ready? Let's begin. Our journey begins at the Terminal, an arrival's gate unlike any other, a place where the boundaries between universes dissolve and nightmares take physical form. Imagine the world's most infamous train station, but stripped of all hope, warmth, and humanity. Here, the air is thick with dread, and every echo seems to carry the memory of a scream. This is Krypto.exe's Nexus, a sprawling interdimensional hub that connects his hellish domain to countless realities. It's a crossroads for the lost, the damned, and the unfortunate souls who stumble into his grasp. The portals flicker with unnatural energy, each one a doorway to a different flavor of torment. The architecture here defies logic and physics. Vast halls built from obsidian so black it seems to swallow all light, veins of sickly green energy pulsing through the walls like the lifeblood of some ancient, malevolent beast. Every surface radiates a cold, unwelcoming energy, as if the building itself is alive and hungry. At the heart of it all sits Krypto.exe, the shadowy overlord, orchestrating chaos from his sinister control room. He is the conductor of this infernal symphony, launching crusades into new worlds and processing the endless stream of victims with chilling efficiency. After being consumed by his digital hunger, souls rematerialize in this vast, freezing hall. Disoriented, translucent, and stripped of everything that once made them unique. Their memories are foggy, their identities erased, leaving only the raw essence of fear and confusion. There are no ticket counters, no friendly faces, and certainly no escape routes, just endless silent queues stretching into the darkness. The line never moves fast enough, and the silence is broken only by the occasional muffled sob. The shades, silent hooded figures with faces forever hidden in shadow, glide along the lines. They guide the lost souls toward massive portals, each one marked with a cryptic symbol, blood, gears, flame, each promising a different fate, none of them merciful. There's no choice here, only a cosmic sorting of suffering. The crowd is herded like cattle, each person powerless to resist the current that pulls them toward their doom. The logic behind this sorting is a mystery, known only to Krypto.exe. To the souls, it feels arbitrary, but there is a method to the madness, one that serves his insatiable hunger for pain and chaos. The scale of the terminal is overwhelming. The ceiling vanishes into endless shadow, and the hall stretches for miles in every direction. It's easy to believe you've entered a place outside of time where escape is not just impossible, but unthinkable. The only sounds are the distant echoing screams and the shuffling of countless feet. The oppressive silence is broken only by the occasional desperate plea for mercy, always ignored. Before passing through the portals, every soul must face a colossal statue of Krypto.exe himself. Its ruby eyes glow with malevolent intelligence, tracking every movement, judging every trembling step. It's a final reminder of who rules this domain. The terminal is not just a place of transit. It's a machine designed to break spirits, to grind down hope before the real torment even begins. Every detail, every shadow is calculated to instill despair. It strips away hope, replacing it with the certainty of eternal suffering. The faces in the crowd are blank, eyes wide with terror, as the reality of their fate sinks in. As we watch the souls herded toward a portal marked with a biomechanical cog, we realize our own journey is about to continue. The portal hums with a cold mechanical energy, promising a new world of horrors. Our next stop, the Fleshlands, a nightmarish realm where flesh and machine are fused in grotesque harmony, and the line between organic and artificial is forever blurred. As we step forward, anxiety gnaws at us. Let's hope we don't become permanent residents of this hellish station, for in the terminal, every arrival is a one-way ticket. Before we step through the portal, let me share a secret. Much of what you're about to witness was inspired by the video game Scorn. Its haunting, biomechanical world left a mark on my imagination, and I knew I had to weave that same sense of dread and grotesque beauty into Krypto's own Hellrealm. Through the portal, we enter the Fleshlands, a biomechanical nightmare, where the very air vibrates with a low, mournful hum. This is a place where the boundaries between the organic and the mechanical have been obliterated, fusing into a single grotesque entity. Every step forward is a descent into a world that feels both alien and disturbingly familiar, as if our worst fears have been given form and function. The ground beneath our feet is springy, damp muscle. It pulses with a heartbeat not our own. Each step releases a sickly warmth, and the air is thick with the metallic tang of iron and the stench of rot. The atmosphere is oppressive, heavy with the scent of decay and the echo of distant, muffled screams. Towering mountains are formed from fused spinal columns, their vertebrae stacked high into the gloom. Rivers of yellow ichor wind through the valleys, their surfaces bubbling with unknown life. The flora here is alive. Alien plants twitch and pulse, their movements unsettling, as if they are aware of our presence and hungry for it. Here, souls are not merely trapped, they are merged with the landscape itself. Human faces, twisted in silent screams, are embedded in the fleshy walls. Bodies are stretched and contorted, forming bridges and arches, their agony woven into the very architecture. Their suffering is not wasted. It is the fuel that powers this realm. This is a living factory, a grotesque engine of torment powered by the endless suffering of the damned. The machinery is alive, its gears made of bone and sinew, grinding ceaselessly as it extracts every last drop of pain from its unwilling captives. Biomechanical creatures, part bone, part machine, prowl the valleys and corridors, their forms both predatory and precise. They are the wardens of this place, tending to the tormented, ensuring that the agony never ceases, that the machinery never stops. If a soul's pain begins to dull, these caretakers are quick to act. They inflict new torments, inventing fresh horrors to keep the suffering sharp and unending. Mercy is a concept that does not exist here, only the relentless pursuit of anguish. There is no day or night in the Fleshlands, only a perpetual twilight, a dim, unending dusk that offers no hope of relief. The ground squelches wetly with every movement, and the horizon is forever shrouded in a sickly, reddish haze. The ultimate torment here is the slow dissolution of self. Souls are gradually absorbed into the living walls, their memories and identities fading until nothing remains but a flicker of pain. They become little more than biological batteries, their essence drained to feed the insatiable hunger of the realm. As we press onward through this grotesque world, we spot another portal, glowing crimson, pulsing with a sinister energy. It beckons us forward, promising not escape, but only a new and perhaps even more terrifying kind of horror. Our journey is far from over. It's time to sail the blood seas, where new nightmares await beneath the crimson waves. We arrive at the blood seas, an infinite ocean of blood beneath a stormy twilight sky. The shore is ground bone and teeth, the ships are hulks of rotting wood and iron, sails of flayed skin. Souls here are condemned to crew these ghost ships, laboring endlessly with no purpose. The drowned captains, cruel spectral tyrants, patrol the decks, lashing out with whips of solid blood. Leviathan beasts lurk below, dragging souls into the depths, only for them to rematerialize and relive the terror. The blood itself whispers, a psychic chorus of agony, eroding sanity. Ships clash in pointless battles, violence for Krypto EXE's amusement. Boiling blood rains from the sky, scalding the damned as the captains laugh. This is a perfect hell for those who valued freedom. A hopeless voyage on a sea of failure. On the shore, a flickering light beckons. A city of neon and nightmares awaits. Welcome to the Neon Cities, a metropolis of endless night, bathed in cold neon. Skyscrapers display not ads but moments of failure and pain. The streets are slick with foul rain, the air filled with distorted music and the hum of broken tech. Here, torment is psychological. Souls live in cramped pods, work meaningless jobs, and are watched by floating drones. The Relive system broadcasts each soul's worst memories citywide, weaponizing shame. Social interaction is a minefield. Betrayal is rewarded, trust is punished. The aspiration engine dangles false hope. Rigged lotteries, fake promotions, only to snatch it away. Enforcers are robotic wardens dragging rebels to recalibration centers for brutal reprogramming. Vending machines offer food you can't eat. Entertainment shows worlds you can't touch. This is a technological hell, suffering delivered by algorithms and paranoia. As the neon glow fades, a wave of heat signals our final destination, the fire desert. Our last stop, the fire desert, is a realm of pure, unending agony, where the very air itself seems to burn with a relentless supernatural heat. Here, time loses all meaning, and every second stretches into an eternity of suffering. The landscape is a vision of torment, a place where hope is as rare as water. The sand here is naturally red, not stained by blood nor colored by the extreme 900 degrees Celsius heat, but simply part of the desert's otherworldly nature. The air is a superheated wave, shimmering with the intensity of 1,000 furnaces. The ground beneath your feet glows red-hot, radiating a heat so fierce it feels as if the earth itself is alive and angry. Every breath scorches your lungs, and the sand burns through any protection you might have. Above, the sky is a dome of orange haze, thick and oppressive, trapping the heat below like a lid on a boiling pot. The sun is a distant, merciless eye, watching over the suffering with indifference. The heat is not just a feature of the realm, it is its very essence, woven into every grain of sand and every gust of wind. Souls here are burned alive, their bodies consumed by fire, only to be regenerated and burned again, a cycle that repeats endlessly. There is no escape from the pain, no moment of relief. The agony is total, and the suffering is absolute. There's no shelter, no respite, only endless wandering through scorching dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see. The sand shifts beneath your feet, making every step a struggle, and the horizon always seems to recede, offering no hope of escape. Fire scorpions, monstrous creatures made of obsidian and magma, patrol the sands. Their stingers drip molten rock, and their presence forces souls to keep moving, never allowing them to rest. These guardians of torment are relentless, ensuring that no one can ever pause to catch their breath. Mirages shimmer on the horizon, offering the illusion of cool oases and gentle shade. But as you approach, these visions dissolve into more heat and sand, leaving only disappointment and renewed despair. The desert plays cruel tricks on the mind, deepening the torment. The monotony and pain erase thought and identity, leaving only the raw, desperate desire for the agony to end. Memories fade, and even the sense of self is scorched away, replaced by a single burning wish for release. This is punishment in its rawest form, a furnace of infinite scale, designed for those who once wielded fire and power without mercy. Here the torment is as boundless as the desert itself, and the lesson is carved into the very soul. As we look out at the endless desert, we realize this is Krypto.exe at his most direct and merciless. There is no subtlety here, only the raw force of retribution, delivered with unflinching certainty. Our tour is over, but the memory of this place, the endless heat, the relentless pain, the hopeless wandering, will be seared into our minds forever. The fire desert is a warning, a vision of what awaits those who cross the line, and a reminder that some punishments are truly eternal. That was our tour through Krypto EXE's Hellrealm, a masterclass in misery and a place where hope is just a distant memory. Each domain inflicts a unique brand of suffering, preying on every fear, every weakness, and every regret you could possibly imagine. It's not just a prison. It's a monument to malice, built from the nightmares of countless lost souls. Souls become machinery, crew blood-soaked ships, betray each other in neon streets, and burn forever in endless agony. But what if a soul could fight back, refusing to be broken by the darkness? The lore hints at deeper horrors, and a citadel where Krypto.exe himself resides, watching over his domain. Could escape be possible? Or is that just another layer of torment? A cruel illusion to keep hope alive? For now, that's just a theory. A hell theory. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't look back. By the way, I'll be posting images of this hell on my Patreon when I have the time or feel like it. So, if you're curious, keep an eye out there.